Hey yo, I'm Bottles.
I'm a man with a gun.
Welcome back to the Bottles and a Man with a Gun show, where Bottles is held hostage constantly.
And he gets killed.
Constantly. So in this part, I want to get that fucking trial done. I don't want to look at it anymore. I don't want to think about fucking keyboards anymore.
Well, we've killed 16 of them by my count.
Oh, really?
I think. Maybe a little bit more.
I mean, you can check.
I don't feel like it.
Don't want to see it. It's like actually like 7.
Nah, it's pointless. We'll get it when I fucking beat enough fresh zombies to death.
That's a good mentality to have.
Fuck you, flannel wearing bitch.
It's like Peter.
Exactly. That's why I smacked him upside the head. Hello? I'm Antoine, the king of cuisine.
Hey! Needs a bit more butter.
Hey!
Needs a bit more.
I am Antoine.
My own
I'm
world.
trapped in the juice aisle. Oh.
Not the juice.
Not prune juice. I don't want the prune. Oh, please. Oh, hey, look. He's alive this time. And he has a friend. And he had a friend.
And he was alive.
And he had a life. Not anymore. Hello, are there any more fresh zombies around here? I think I just saw one. Boing, boing. Hello, I've come to kill you. Where are the fresh zombies? Oh, they're biting at my heel. I'm going to beat you to death. And also serenade you at the same time.
Kill them. Kill them with the keyboard. Die.
Let's try the other one. See how that...
It's probably not going to fare much better.
Well, it's not as fucking obnoxious.
That's fair.
Ooh, and it actually hits a lot faster, which I actually like. Come here. You fucking cave your head in. Oh, it feels good. That's manslaughter, folks.
No, not manslaughter.
What the fuck? Why'd they all get, like, knocked backwards? Well, that one's dead. Any more fresh zombies around? I don't think there are. Oh, I think that's a fresh zombie.
Looks like one.
He's just stuck. Alright. I'm so confused. I maybe lose my charge.
Jesus Christ, you're mowing them down like pancakes.
Yeah, I love running over pancakes with my lawnmower.
I know, it's fucking awful.
It feels so good. Oh, hey, look, they're all fucking dead, and I'm still a sock-wearing genie. Grant your fucking wishes. Ooh, is that money? Oh no, my keyboard is a bit lacking in the durability department. And that wall texture's freaking out.
Just like me.
Boing,
Freaking out.
boing, boing. This is a bit monotonous, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Boing.
Where the fuck would you get that idea?
Hello, I've come back to the park to kill everyone.
Oh, come in, please.
I'm telling you about... Why did that zombie fly? I'm coming here to pelt you with high-grade explosives and judo throw you into death. And I succeeded.
Hooray.
Boing. I'm coming here to pepper you with high-grade explosives. Because it's amusing to me. So please get away from me. You're covered in high-grade explosives. Oh no.
Hold up!
Oh my. Whoa, whoa, whoa! A bee? Are you kidding me? There's flying legs and
Not the
shit.
bees.
Oh no, not the keyboard. I'm sorry. No. Oh, yay, I have lunch for the next day now. What is this crap? Oh, shoot the thingy till it dies. Oh boy, that was hard.
Wow, how did you do it?
I don't know. Oh fuck, not the tuna fish. I wasn't supposed to use that yet. Please don't touch me. I don't like being touched. Grenades. Yes. Grenades. If I do say so myself, I do love a good grenade. Like I said, I love them. Oh, it hurts. Frank is immune to grenades. You couldn't tell already.
What?
You know, a whole chicken.
The whole chicken? Jesus, fuck Frank.
He's
He's
hungry.
like,
He's just so damn hungry. Ooh, a lawnmower. Goodbye.
ooh.
Are there enemies back here? No, there's not.
I mean, you can still
Oh.
check around.
I refuse.
Oh, wait, there was one.
Oh fuck, a fresh zombie. I've come here to beat you to death. With my foot. What if I press the B button? Does that count?
Nope.
No? Doesn't? What the fuck? Oh, it was breaking. Let's see.
Oy vey.
Oh, you did. Why did he drop the sword?
I don't know.
Give me back my fucking sword. Yeah, we did it.
We did it?
It's over.
Yes! And with that, we're
Bye.
gonna not end the episode.
What do we do now?
We ride. I don't know, man. What is there to do now?
Well, there's all the shit that involves evolved zombies.
I guess we might as well, like, start case 5.
And then there's also all the shit that just involves just fucking killing things.
Yeah. And the combo weapons.
Yeah. I find that killing things in the exosuit is actually goes pretty well.
Pretty smoothly.
It's just because this thing is great for killing like a really large number of people.
Maybe we'll go until we hit 50,000 because we're pretty close.
Bitch. Oh yeah, you're right. It's only like not even
Less than
2,000
2,000 away. And while we do that, why don't we go back to what we used to do for this series and read some fun facts?
I like fun facts.
How about...
Why?
How about things you thought were true? Let's go, BuzzFeed. By Tanner Greenring. Let's go.
Thanks, Green Ring.
32 things you always believed that simply aren't true.
I love it when they scream to death and die.
Number 1. There's no such thing as a sugar rush. It's just a placebo.
Oh.
So I guess sugar rushes aren't actually a thing, but that's not true at all.
I feel like I get hyper on sugar.
So do I.
I feel like glucose gives me energy.
That could just be the placebo effect, though. Then again, you do have to take all of these with a grain of salt, considering it's BuzzFeed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll take fucking one article that says that, and then they'll be like, I cite my sources. The Great Wall of China is not the only man-made object you can see from space. Then what else is? Probably a lot of things, actually.
Like your mom bought.
You can see lots of man-made objects from space. In fact, the Great Wall of China is actually not easily visible from space.
Are you sure?
I mean, I don't see it. I was gonna ask how many keyboards we have left, not remembering that we literally just finished doing that.
I'm just trying to destroy this car.
Look at our status for that fucking thing.
Man, this is going fucking slow. Die, car.
I'm curious to see how many cars we've destroyed now. Once that explodes.
Any fucking day. Thanks. Christ. I think it's combat.
I think it's exploration.
You have to kill a lot of fresh zombies still.
Yeah.
Evolved zombies. Don't we have to do something else with evolved zombies? Oh no.
Nope. It was drivings for chumps. We're at 29, so we only exploded 4 more cars. Whatever. Once we put our minds to actually like killing cars, it'll go by in a fucking breeze, probably.
It's because I don't know if all cars can be destroyed.
No, they can't.
Yeah, like that. That thing's just like a decoration. It's only like drivable vehicles that can be destroyed.
Yeah.
This thing could probably be destroyed
If
I just keep on shooting the engine block.
Yeah. So that should be 30. It's not actually harmful to pick up baby birds and return them to their nests, and it will not cause their mother to reject them. Yeah, I've always heard that. I've always just kind of assumed that was like
that is truthful for some animals though.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. But not all birds. Hashtag not all birds.
Frankie? Frank? Frankie? Alright.
Alright, sure. This one I knew wasn't true. Human blood is never blue in your body.
Yeah.
That I knew. That's a myth that everybody figures out is like not true. There are not different areas of the tongue dedicated to different tastes. Every taste can be detected on every part of the tongue.
Really?
Like you heard about that defunct thing.
Yeah, I have. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like when we were in elementary school, when we like learned that shit, that's what people like actually thought. Mm-hmm. And then like recent studies show that that's not fucking true at all. Chameleons don't actually change their color to blend in with their surroundings. They change color to communicate. A chameleon's color is used to signal mood, aggression, territory, and mating behavior. Interesting. The color orange is named after the fruit, not the other way around. That I knew. Though, you want to know what an old English word for orange was? Mm-hmm. Well, I'll let you figure it out on your own. What are the 2 colors that make up orange?
Yellow and red?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's yellow-red.
Yellow-red?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Orange used to be called yellow-red.
Oh. That's interesting. Where it became its own subcategory.
Also, apples used to be a word basically meant to describe all fruit. Like in some languages, bananas are called apples of paradise.
Mm. I see, so it's just like apples and then just like a title?
Yeah. Or orange apples would just be oranges.
Ooh, fresh zombie. You have to kill you things. Good luck living without legs.
Yeah, haha.
Thinking.
People think penguins mate for life. They don't. They actually mate for love. Penguins actually have, like, meaningful relationships.
Oh,
one of the very few animals that do.
Police punt. I'm Officer Sock. I am Officer Sockhead. It's my pleasure to make your acquaintance.
This I knew about too. It's never actually stated that the forbidden fruit mentioned in the Bible is an apple. Some claim it was more likely a fig or a pomegranate.
Really?
I knew that it wasn't, like, necessarily an apple. It's just what everybody assumes it was because it's the forbidden fruit. Like, what else could it be?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess other than a fig and a pomegranate. Humans have more than 5 senses. The actual number ranges from 9 to over 20. There's sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing, but humans can also sense a ton of other stuff, like balance, acceleration, pain, and temperature, among other things.
Oh. Interesting.
This I also knew. Napoleon Bonaparte was not short.
Really?
In fact, he was very tall for the time.
Oh my, I did not know.
He was 5'7".
Oh. I did not know.
Yeah.
No one told me.
Some people theorize that people thought he was short because of the way he was portrayed in some, like, drawings. But, like, that could have been just people mocking him.
Yeah, definitely drivable.
Yeah. It is not true that people only use 10% of their brain. No shit.
I only use 10.
Only if you're retarded. Vikings didn't actually have horns on their helmets.
Yeah, that I knew about. Because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because someone could easily just grab the fucking horn on their helmet and just pull
kill
their
them.
heads down.
Or take the horn from their helmet and, like, fucking stab them.
Well, mainly it's just the concept of, like, you have something on your helmet that's really easy to grab. Let me just take it and just pull your helmet down.
Yeah. Swimming within an hour of eating doesn't actually lead to cramps or drowning. I don't believe that that's not true, because I've had that happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't had that happen.
Maybe not, like, waiting an hour, but, like, if you, like, eat and then immediately go swimming, you're gonna fucking cramp up.
Oh.
It's like when you eat and go on the trampoline.
Oh. That sounds very nice.
This I knew, too.
Wow.
Whoa.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
oh my god.
Goodbye! It's just gone forever.
Okay, I did not know that explosives could launch fucking cars into the next.
Oh, I knew. I've done it before.
Existence. That's really fun.
It doesn't take 7 years to digest gum. You actually can't digest it at all. It just goes right through you.
Oh, really? Oh, I just assumed that it was just digested.
Nope. It just doesn't digest.
Yeah, I didn't think it would get stuck or anything like that, though.
The reason why people say that is so that kids don't, like, swallow a bunch of gum. Because if you do swallow enough gum, it will clog you up.
Mm-hmm.
So they give, like, a weird tale of just, like, it'll be stuck in you for 7 years. Just one of those things where it's like it was a lie that was told to children that people just believe now. Because no one was ever told otherwise.
And people think it's okay to lie to your kids.
Yes. I mean, it is.
For their betterment, of course. This is going exceptionally well.
I didn't think this was a thing. 420 is not the LAPD code for marijuana use.
I'm on fire.
420 is code for juvenile disturbance. Is also not the penal code. California Penal Code Section 420 prohibits the obstruction of access to public land.
Where am I going?
When John F. Kennedy said, "Ich bin ein Berliner," nobody thought he was saying, "I am a jelly donut." Never heard that. I thought a lot of people knew this. Humans didn't evolve from apes. We share a common ancestor.
Is it the monkey?
It's a certain type of monkey. But, like, anyone that knows basic evolution theory knows that. We don't know what that common ancestor is. We just know it exists.
I see.
Yep. George Washington didn't have wooden teeth. He had dentures made of gold, ivory, lead, animal teeth, and teeth from his own slaves.
Oh, man.
Jesus fuck. Redheads are not going extinct. Neither are blondes.
I didn't think that. If there's any fucking subsection of humans that are going extinct, I feel like it's the albinos.
I mean, yeah, but, like, that's just a genetic deficiency all on its own.
Yeah.
There wasn't actually widespread panic after Orson Welles' 1938 radio broadcast of War of the Worlds. Huh. That's interesting.
It's because no one cared.
Exactly, kinda. Said, in fact, not many people even heard it. Aside from some isolated incidents, there was no panic at all.
Mm.
That's funny, because that became really iconic for, like, how great that radio play was.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't even happen. Bats are not blind.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. In fact, they can see very well.
That's how they hunt for critters.
Yep.
And fruit.
Life expectancy wasn't actually in the 30s during the Middle Ages. Life expectancy in the Middle Ages was lower, but that's because the average age was pulled down by a high infant mortality rate. If you survive to adulthood in medieval England, you expect to live into your 60s.
Oh, wow. That's surprising.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Houseflies live longer than 24 hours. They actually live for about 20 to 30 days.
Fuck.
Glass doesn't actually flow like a liquid. I've never heard that before.
Glass?
Yeah.
Glass is just like superheated sand.
Yeah. I don't know why people get that idea.
Glass doesn't flow like a liquid.
Your fingers don't wrinkle in water because the skin is absorbing water. It happens because of the autonomic nervous system, and is thought to have evolved because it gave our ancestors better grip in wet environments.
Oh.
Interessante.
Does that mean I could automatically wrinkle myself at any given moment?
Sunflowers don't track the sun across the sky.
What? I never heard of that.
Me neither. Apparently they always face east.
Oh.
Interesting.
Just like us.
It's a good, like, survival tip to know.
Where's it? Yeah. For some reason, this thought just entered my head. Oh no, I'm full on healing items, so I can't heal.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That thought did just enter my head, though. Don't know why.
Let's go for another BuzzFeed article that's basically the same exact thing. 19 facts you thought were true but are actually total bullshit by Michelle Renix.
By Michelle Obama.
Shaving your hair doesn't actually make it grow back thicker. Shaved hair only looks and feels thicker because it no longer has a tapered end. The sharp, blunt edge of the hair is also what gives it the stubbly feeling. Your hair and nails don't continue to grow when you die.
That's good. At least I won't claw my family to death at my funeral.
Sorry. Dyeing your hair doesn't actually make it turn gray faster.
I feel like it does kill your hair faster. I feel like it turns you bald faster.
Maybe. Probably. Daddy long-legged spiders are actually venomous.
Oh.
The seemingly harmless daddy longlegs is in fact venomous, but its teeth cannot break through human skin.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that I knew about.
Mm.
They're just not fucking strong enough.
Oh, I see. What if you helped?
If you help.
You help them.
Alright, you ready, daddy longlegs? Like that fucking Coyote Jones or
Yes,
whatever his name is.
I love that guy, dude.
Brave Wilderness.
That guy's awesome.
I saw him get bit by that, like, desert centipede.
Mm-hmm.
That shit looked bad, especially since he had to, like, pull out the fucking venom sucker and shit.
I I think the one that's pretty bad is him getting bitten by the bullet ant. I feel really bad for him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like, that ruined my night. He's like, I felt that pain all throughout the night.
That sucks. It really sucks. And touching a frog or toad doesn't give you warts.
Oh, that's good. Now I can fuck frogs again.
Ew. Okay. Okay. If a vagina is loose, it doesn't mean they've slept with a lot of people. Naturally, vaginal muscle relaxes and expands when aroused, and afterwards it tightens back up. No amount of sex can make the vagina stretch out permanently.
Yes, that's true.
No shit. And what you think the vagina isn't actually the vagina at all. It's called the vulva, which encompasses the mons, the clitoris, and the clitoral hood, the labia, and the urethral and vaginal openings. The vagina is what connects the external genitals to internal, the cervix and uterus.
It's the canal, essentially.
Yes. Sleeping with wet hair doesn't give you a cold.
I haven't heard of that.
I heard that, and I know that's total bullshit because colds are viruses.
Yes. My mom used to tell me about when she used to walk to school with wet hair, and when she would get to school, you know, I'm talking about like during the winter and stuff that. Yeah. She'd have a sheet of ice on her fucking head, essentially. Well, now I'm going back to Christmas mode.
Christmas suck, man.
Is that the fucking baby piloting a mech from whatever?
Yes.
From something Capcom? I can't remember what.
Lightning can strike the same place more than once.
Well, I don't hate it.
Lightning hitting the same spot doesn't do anything to the electrical charge of the storm. Defibrillators don't do anything to start non-beating hearts.
Really?
Flatlined hearts cannot be started by the shock of a defibrillator. For a heart to beat and give life, there must be the right chemical balance of electrolytes. Defibrillators are used to reset and correct irregular heartbeats.
Oh.
Like ventricular fibrillation, in the hopes that the cells reorganize into a regular heartbeat again.
Oh.
And CPR isn't meant to revive a non-beating heart either. Well, that I knew.
That's just meant to keep someone alive.
Yeah.
By forcing them to take in air.
Yeah. If you ask an undercover cop if they're a cop, they don't actually have to tell you that they are. I mean, that would kind of ruin the entire
that would
prospect.
Defeat the fucking purpose of being undercover, wouldn't
Well,
it?
it's because people think that because, like, some people would think that goes under the purview of entrapment, where, like, a cop can, like, set you up to, like, fail.
Yeah.
Like, say if you're, like, a recovering pedophile and you're like, oh, you want to see some of these child pornography? And then, you know, the person's like, I guess so. And then, like, they're like, haha, you committed a crime.
Yeah.
Like, they can't do that. That, for one thing, that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes, the person said yes, and that's wrong, but the cop kind of instigated the crime to be committed.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Undercover cops
they can't blow their fucking cover.
Yeah. Yeah, undercover cops can help you commit a crime because they're exempt from some criminal laws, but they can't force or convince you to do one. So not only do they not have to tell you who they are, you probably won't even know. You don't have to be rich to adopt a child? Who thought that? Anybody can fucking adopt a child.
It would help if you had a good amount of money, because you're going to be raising a child.
Yes. But if you don't, like, no one's gonna fucking stop you. I mean, the orphanage might stop you, but, you know, realistically, you don't have to be a fucking millionaire to have an orphan. Oh, okay. I could get through that. with the thing with consuming sugar doesn't make you hyper. The common idea is that giving children too much sugar makes them hyper, but really it's just the thought of sugar making them excited. There have been no links between sugar consumption and hyperactivity. Washing your hands with soap doesn't kill germs, it just washes some of them away. Soap removes bacteria from the hands but doesn't actually kill them. Bacteria cling to and thrive on the oils on your hands. Soap helps remove these oils and, in turn, washes some of the bacteria away. And no, you won't get cancer because you stood too close to your microwave. That I've heard.
What if you put your balls in the microwave?
Then you might get cancer. The radiation used in microwaves is non-ionizing, meaning that it can't really change the molecular structure of your body.
Does that mean that microwave food won't give me cancer?
No, it won't. I mean, I hope not. I've been eating microwave food all my fucking life. 101 things you thought were true but have actually been debunked by science.
More than the last articles.
By Dave Mosher and Jennifer Welsh on Business Insider.
Thanks, guys.
Myth. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
If anything, it attracts them, and then they try to eat you.
How'd you know?
They tried to consume you.
Apples are packed with vitamin C and fiber, both of which are important to long-term health, but they aren't all you need, and if certain viruses or bacteria get into your system, an apple will unfortunately do nothing to protect you.
Damn it.
Go ahead and get that flu shot, even if you eat apples.
Damn, I thought that fiber could rid me of bacteria and harmful enzymes.
Myth. The chemical tryptophan in turkey makes you sleepy. Who doesn't love the post-Thanksgiving nap? After all, turkey contains tryptophan, an amino acid that is a component of some of the brain chemicals that help you relax. But plenty of foods contain tryptophan. Cheddar cheese has even more than turkey, yet cheddar is never pointed out as a sleep-inducing food. Experts say that instead the carbs, alcohol, and general size of the Turkey Day feast are the cause of those delicious holiday siestas. Myth. This I knew. And I really should work towards not doing this. Myth. Milk does a body good. This is an incredibly successful bit of advertising that has wormed its way into our brains and policies to make milk seem magical. The U.S. Department of Agriculture tells us that adults should drink 3 cups of milk a day, mostly for calcium and vitamin D. However, multiple studies show that there isn't an association between drinking more milk or taking calcium and vitamin D supplements and having fewer bone fractures.
Oh my god, Aunt!
What?
Look at this.
Oh my.
One more time.
Missed.
Hold on.
Take it back now, y'all. 1 shot this time. 2 shots this time.
They just become clothes.
Yep, you literally vaporize them. Some studies have even shown an association with higher overall mortality, and while that doesn't mean the milk consumption itself was responsible, it's certainly not an endorsement. Myth. There are bugs in your strawberry frappuccino?
Damn it.
This one is no longer true. What? Before April 2012, Starbucks Strawberry Frappuccino contained a dye made from ground up bodies of thousands of tiny insects called cochineal bugs. Interesting.
Wow.
Myth. Eating chocolate gives you acne. False. There's no correlation. Myth. There's beaver butt secretions in your vanilla ice cream. Myth. Organic food is pesticide-free and more nutritious. That's not necessarily true.
It depends on what you're buying, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, just about anything under the sun can really be given the label organic, though.
True that. Natural sugar, like honey, is better for you than processed sugar. Well, no fucking shit. It's almost like natural things and things that are made in a fucking factory are 2 different things. Myth, eating food within 5 seconds of dropping it on the floor is safe. Of course I knew that wasn't a real fucking rule. Hell, Vsauce made a whole video about that, being like, is the 5-second rule real? Spoiler alert, no. The bacteria gets on the food as soon as it fucking touches the ground.
Yeah, no crap. I honestly don't... I can't even believe that people would believe in the 5-second rule. I've always thought of it as just a fucking joke.
Yeah, honestly.
What it really is just a joke.
Myth, coffee stunts your growth. Good, because I drink a lot of coffee, and I'd like to grow a little taller before I die.
Stop drinking coffee. Is that a coffee you drink?
Is that a coffee you drink? Myth, eating ice cream will make your cold worse.
No.
No shit. Myth, sugar is as addictive as heroin.
I know that caffeine is probably the most addictive substance out there.
Yes, absolutely. Myth, sugar and chocolate are aphrodisiacs. That I thought was true.
My winner feels good.
This Hershey bar. I actually thought that was true as well.
Yeah. Myth, Twinkies and McDonald's burgers last forever. They don't. Any food that has moisture and isn't frozen can grow microbes that break the food down, packaging or not.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Twinkies are less than optimal to eat after about 25 days on a shelf, and burgers go bad within a day. However, cooked meat patties, McDonald's or otherwise, are less likely to rot outright if conditions are abnormally dry or cold. But who would eat a weeks-old burger? I mean, during the apocalypse, you know. Myth, dogs and cats are colorblind. Dogs and cats have much better color vision than we thought. Both dogs and cats can see in blue and green, and they also have more rods, the light-sensing cells in the eye, than humans do. So they can see better in low-light situations. Interesting. Reds and pinks may appear more green to cats, while purple may look like another shade of blue to dogs. Not to dogs, to cats still. Dogs, meanwhile, have fewer cones, the color-sensing cells in the eye, so scientists estimated that their color vision is also about 1/7 as vibrant as ours. So, still pretty desaturated. Myth, lemmings jump off cliffs in mass suicides. This is what I was talking about before. Lemmings do not commit mass suicide. During their migrations, they sometimes do fall off cliffs, or if they wander into an area that they're unfamiliar with. That myth actually came about because of a Disney movie. And the producers literally killed them. Like, they pushed them off the cliff to make the rest of them do so. Myth, sharks don't get cancer. Myth, ostriches hide by putting their heads in the sand.
Yeah, I knew about that being a myth.
Yeah. When threatened, ostriches sometimes flop on the ground and play dead.
Yep.
That must be the funniest fucking thing to look at. Like, an ostrich gets fucking spooked and they're just like, Heart.
Yeah, I agree. That could probably be pretty funny. Alright, so I've deduced that this thing is great against human enemies, but pretty subpar against the zombies.
Interesting.
It vaporizes humans.
We are pretty fucking... We're 33 zombies away from getting our 50 thou. Well, there we are. We did it. I guess once this combo is over, it'll actually give it to us.
Stupid.
What? Why didn't it give it to us? Oh, it's because our combo's not over.
Stupid.
Stop killing things.
No. Never. I'll never stop after this point ever.
No!
Wow. I'll tickle your butthole.
Tickle. Myth. This dinosaur is called a brontosaurus. The fucking long-necked one that drinks water. Many people would call this dinosaur a brontosaurus. Even Michael Crichton did in Jurassic Park. It is actually called the Apatosaurus. The myth emerged some 130 years ago during a feud between two paleontologists. Did we get the achievement? Or the trial?
Not yet.
Why not?
I don't know.
Check.
I will. Ow, 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 ow. Get off me! I don't like how his hair's clipping.
Clipping. It said 50,000, right?
I think it was 50,000.
So do I.
Unless it was 500,000.
I hope not. I thought that was like the final goal.
No.
What?
What?
Oh, you want to know what it maybe is?
What, we restarted the story at one point?
No, maybe like... No, wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense. There's no way we killed 2,000, like, people.
No, it should only count as zombies. Unless fresh and evolved zombies
don't count.
Go into the counter. But this is just for normal zombies?
Maybe.
Could be that.
I don't know. Start killing more zombies and see if the number goes up. Let's look at the number right now.
Well, the number right now is 50,000.
No, I mean like the number in the menu.
Okay.
Because I want to see if it increases or if it's like glitched or something.
Okay. All right, I see what you're saying.
So 48,969. Let me write that down real quick.
No, you don't have to, because we'll see if it jumps to 70 or not.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll just kill one. There, I killed one zombie.
So now it should be 48,970. 72.
What?
What?
I only killed one. I don't care. I'm just gonna kill some zombies.
Let's just kill zombies until
Stupid! Whoa!
Let's just kill zombies until it fucking gives it to us. Obviously the counter's going up, so...
I think the counter's just fucked.
Yeah. Alright, I'll continue reading my 101 facts about shit.
Please do.
Sharks can smell a drop of blood from miles away is a myth.
Really? I thought that was true.
This one is a big exaggeration. Jaws is not coming for you from across the ocean if you bleed in the water. Sharks have a highly enlarged brain region for smelling odors, allowing some of the fish to detect as little as 1 part blood per 10 billion parts water. Roughly a drop in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. But if the ocean is much, much, much bigger and it takes a while for odor molecules to drift, on a very good day when the currents are favorable, a shark can smell its prey from a few football fields away, not miles.
Of course, we forgot about the current.
Of course. Myth. Goldfish can't remember anything for longer than a second. That I knew was a myth because Mythbusters did that.
How? How do you test to see if a goldfish remembers something?
They put it through an obstacle course and it seemed to have remembered how to exactly get through the obstacle course in a much more efficient way every time it went through.
Oh.
If it didn't remember, then it would just go through it the same way every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. That's pretty smart.
Goldfish actually have pretty good memories. They can remember things for months, not seconds. Myth. Giraffes sleep for only 30 minutes a day.
I love that one thing that Jamie from the Mythbusters says with the other co-host. I don't remember his name.
Adam.
But
Adam
he's,
Savage.
like, Adam is basically talking to Jamie, and he's like, what do you think people are going to remember us for? And Jamie's like, our good analytical abilities. And then he's just like, well, what do you really think we're going to be remembered for? And he's like, blowing stuff up.
Yeah. You know that Adam Savage is like a big fucking anime nerd?
Nah, I didn't.
He's also really big into cosplay.
That's cool.
It was really funny though, because like, he dressed up as No Face, for like a Comic-Con, and he's like, you know how like No Face like offers you coins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I was offering people coins, and like, no one was taking them. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, why are people taking, like, the coins from me? They're, like, chocolate coins. And then he's like, and then I realized, it's, like, super bad luck to take things from No-Face. He's like, these people were treating me as if I was the character, and that's really fucking cool.
It's great.
He's like, that's why I love this fucking nerd culture.
Well, goodbye.
Myth. Sharks die if they stop swimming. You often hear sharks can breathe only when swimming pushes water over their gills. That's true of some sharks, but many others, like bottom-dwelling nurse sharks, can pump oxygen-rich water over their gills without swimming. All sharks lack swim bladders, however, so if they stop swimming, they will sink to the bottom. Luckily, a shark's body is incomprehensible, and rapid descents or ascents don't harm them. Oh, incompressible is what I meant to say, not incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible bodies.
Myth. Humans got HIV because someone had sex with a monkey.
That's what Osmosis Jones taught me.
HIV probably didn't jump to humans through human-monkey sex. It probably jumped to humans through hunting of monkeys for bushmeat food, which led to blood-to-blood contact.
Monkey fuckers. Telling me it wasn't the monkey fucker?
Myth. Dropping a penny from the Empire State Building could kill someone. That I knew was a myth, because that I learned in fucking physics class. It would reach terminal velocity first, and that's not even enough to kill anybody. It would fucking hurt, but it wouldn't kill you.
Wouldn't slice through your fucking body.
Dropping a penny from the Empire State Building is very unlikely.
What is terminal velocity? Is that like the maximum speed that an object can like go at?
It's basically like, I think terminal velocity on Earth is 9.81 meters per second, something like that. Well, not. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. It's not that. That's completely wrong. But basically, like, there's a certain point where gravity can't make an object go any faster.
Yeah.
When it's free falling.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Like, every object
can only fall
so fast.
Basically. Yeah, I get that.
And a penny's terminal velocity isn't enough to kill somebody.
Not really kill someone, but enough to like slice through someone.
Not even that. It would just kind of like really hurt. It would just dink you.
Dink off someone's head.
Yeah, it says a penny weighs around 1/11th of an ounce and tops out at 50 miles per hour in free fall, which isn't fast enough to kill. It just hurt like heck.
Okay.
Myth. The moon's gravity pulling on water causes the tides. This is only partly true. The moon does pull on ocean water, but that tug at any one point is about 10 million times weaker than Earth's gravity. It's really the interplay of gravity between the moon, Earth, and the sun that creates a tidal force. And it's more of a push than a pull. All science mumbo-jumbo.
That's cool.
Myth. The Earth is a perfect sphere. I already knew that it wasn't.
It's an oblique spheroid.
Yeah.
It's flat.
Myth. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth.
I knew that.
The world's tallest mountain technically is not Mount Everest. It would be...
Mount Mungashamshamflam.
Mauna Kea.
Oh, Mauna Kea.
By a mile.
Wow. Oh. That's pretty intense when you're talking about elevation.
Yeah. Myth. Water conducts electricity. That I knew. Water doesn't conduct electricity. What conducts electricity is salt water.
Yep.
Or why you get electrocuted when, you touch... When you... Like, let's say if you're killing yourself, to put it in a morbid sense, and you put the toaster in the bath, the reason you get electrocuted is not because of the water, it's because of the oils and the salts coming off of your body conducting the electricity.
And that's why Bioshock makes sense, because it's all salt water.
Now that.
Yes. Myth: the Sahara is the biggest desert on Earth. That I already knew, because I know what the biggest desert on Earth is.
Is it the Rubicon Desert?
No.
Is it the Arizona Desert?
No, it's Antarctica.
Or is it the Antarctic Desert?
Yes.
Antarctica counts as a desert?
Yes.
Doesn't that count as a tundra?
Tundras are a type of desert.
Oh. When I think of desert, I think of hot.
Not all deserts are hot and full of sand. They need only be dry and inhospitable.
Oh.
Antarctica fits the bill since it receives only 2 inches of precipitation a year and has few land animals. Myth: diamonds come from coal. Most diamonds aren't formed from compressed coal. Instead, they're carbon that is compressed and heated 90 miles below the surface of the Earth. Coal is found about 2 miles down. Myth: summer is warm because you're closer to the sun. That's not true. In fact, if you want to be technical, the Earth is closest to the sun distance-wise during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Myth: lightning causes thunder. A scientific and philosophical nitpick here, but lightning is just a stream of electrons zapping from cloud to cloud or ground to cloud. This in turn heats air into a tube of plasma that's 3 times hotter than the surface of our sun. That tube violently expands and contracts nearby air, creating an unmistakable crack and rumble, not the flow of electrons itself.
So it's just the force of the air, kind of just going pop.
Yep. Your blood turns blue when it's out of oxygen. Myth: your blood is never blue. It turns dark red when it's not carrying oxygen. Blood only looks blue because you're seeing it through several layers of tissue, which filters the color. Myth: eating a lot of carrots gives you great night vision. Vitamin A is a major nutrient found in carrots and is good for your health of your eyes, especially those with poor vision, but eating a bunch of vegetables won't give your all-seeing superpowers. The myth is thought to have started as a piece of British propaganda during World War II. That government wanted to secret the existence of a radar technology that allowed its bomber pilots to attack in the night.
How would that make people eat carrots?
I don't know. Better for them? So they could see them?
It would appear that I'm on fire. Better drink some water.
Oh no.
Give me that.
This I also knew. Myth: left-brained people are creative, right-brained people are analytical. There's no such thing as left brain and right brain.
Yeah, I figured
It's
as
all
much.
bullshit. Again, old theory that was debunked.
And taught to us in school.
Yep.
I'm still on fire.
Myth:
But I'm not losing any health.
Myth: the bigger your brain is, the smarter you are. Sperm whales have the largest brains of all animals, significantly larger than a human's, but they aren't the smartest creature on Earth. Humans don't even have a particularly impressive brain-to-body mass ratio.
Wow.
Myth: taking your vitamins will keep you healthy. Where did it go? Here we go. Vitamins sound like a great idea. One pill that can provide you everything you need to be healthy. If only they worked. Decades of research on vitamins hasn't found any justification for our multivitamin habit. And in some cases, vitamins have actually been associated with an increased risk of various cancers.
Oh.
Hooray.
Vitamins don't work. Debunked.
Bye-bye. Yo, did we get that 50,000 yet?
I don't know.
Check to see what the counter says now.
Okay. What does the scouter say? He's a bitch, huh?
What does the counter say about
What does
about
the
our
scouter
zombie
say
kills?
about his helicopter? It made of chocolate. What?
What?
Chocolate. There's no way that can be right.
Could it? I think it could be right.
What does the scouter say about his helicopter? It says it's made of chocolate. What chocolate?
What? Chocolate.
There's no way. Fuck you, Alexa! I'm sorry. I'm just trying to save him. Die. Finally. Well, thanks for the shit. Oh, you're looking especially hideous today.
Right there.
Bye.
We did get it.
Ching.
You just didn't tell us.
Ching.
Alright, well, I'm Bottles.
And I'm
See you later for this hour-long part.